Hello chaps, John Robson here again from John Robson Guitar Tuition. Just a quick little video today to show you how I put new strings on a guitar in such a way as they stay in tune right from the outset. One of the problems that I'm sure we've all faced throughout the years is you put a new set of strings on and then you spend ages getting the guitar to stay in tune and settle down. Well, this little method of restringing I'm going to show you here basically eliminates that altogether. You can put new strings on 5 minutes before you hit the stage and you've got no tuning worries at all. Basically you're going to have exactly the same tuning stability as you would get with any well-known brand of locking machine heads. Right, let's get straight down to it then. Right, as promised, this is how I fit a new string. I do this with all the strings on all my guitars really. I've tried this method alongside various other methods. I've compared it to various brands of locking machine head, everything from the cheap and cheerful Wilkinson Easy Lock machine heads, which a lot of people don't like, but I've always found them as good as anything else, all the way through to Spurzels and PRS tuners. And this method gives me exactly the same, I think, tuning stability, and you don't have to butcher your guitar by installing a new set of tuning pegs. Here's how it's done. I'm going to show you this on the 5th string, the A string. Basically you can see what I've already done is I've measured about halfway, perhaps just a little bit over, you don't have to be exact, up to the next tuning peg, and I put a little kind of 90-degree bend just against my thumbnail into the string at that point. Then if you imagine the top of the headstock is north, towards the bridge is south, then you want the hole in the tuning peg kind of facing east-west, if you know what I mean. Feed the string through the hole up to that little kink that you've put in, and then take the other end of the string and bend it against the side of the tuning peg like that, so we're kind of going in at a 90-degree angle and coming out at a 90-degree angle. Right, now the next thing, you have to think about which way the string is going to wind onto the post, and on a 6-a-side Fender headstock like this, when you tighten the string post, it's going to kind of turn in this direction, okay, which from my viewpoint here is an anti-clockwise direction. So what you do is you take this spare end of the string and you feed it back round in a clockwise direction, so basically opposite to the direction of string wind, and you pull that little loop tight, and then you take this end over this end and you create like a little locking knot like that. Can you see? Okay. You got that? And then just keep the string reasonably taut and wind some string onto the post. What you're trying to do here is make sure, I should have got my string winder out really, you're trying to make sure that this first wind of string goes below that little loop that you've put in, so you're winding from the centre of the string down to the bottom. Can you see how that's going on below that kind of initial loop that you put in? And then once that's done, you can just kind of wind in the rest of the slack like that. And hang on, let's get our focus back. You can see if I just rotate that, let's move the camera, shall we? There we go. You can see that string is now kind of clamping itself and locking itself in place. Exactly the same kind of thing as you would expect from a locking tuner. And as I say, this works with any brand of tuner, and you know that horrible experience when you put the new set of strings on, you've got to spend hour after hour playing them in and kind of retuning, playing it in, retuning until everything kind of settles down. You don't have to do that with this method. It stays in tune right from the word go. Obviously you have to stretch the strings in a little bit. I'll probably show you how to do that at the end of this video. Then I just get a little pair of Maplin wire cutters and clip it off at the top of the string post like that. Whoa, we're out of focus and we're back in again. I do apologise. I blame the Microsoft webcam for that. Yeah, I think you can see we're a little bit out of focus there, but I move back a little bit and there we go ish. You can kind of see, hopefully. There we go. That's how it will look when it's finished. You can see I've also done the bottom E string as well. Right, that's how I put strings on. I'll be back in a second to show you how to stretch them in. Right, and this is how, once you've got your strings on the guitar and they're all tuned up and you've set the intonation and everything, this is how you make sure they stay in tune. Basically, the reason why strings will go out of tune is because there may be slack. That could be slack building up between the nut and the machine head, or slack in the actual small amount of winds that are on the machine head. So basically what you could do is pull that slack out, and what you do is, I'm just going to tune this top E string guitar, top E string, there we go, that's in tune according to my tuner. And now what I'm going to do is go to roughly the 12th fret, so you're halfway along the length of the string basically, and just give it a little tug like that, and then retune it, and that's actually pretty good. It hasn't gone out of tune at all. So then move on to the next string. We'll try it with a B string, tune that first of all, again that's reading in tune, and go to the 12th fret area and give the string a little bit of a tug like that, and then yeah, that's gone a little bit flat, so we retune. And there we go, we're in tune, and repeat the process. And basically you keep on doing this on each string until, like has happened there, it doesn't go out of tune when you tug on it, which means there's no slack left in the string. Then just repeat the process for the other remaining strings, and you will have a guitar that is rock solid in tune. And there you have it. Right, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all again next time. Bye for now.